getting ready to play Real Flight, and an error occurred while updating Real Flight 9.5 app running. See for more information. Maybe that would be dangerous to do right now. I don't know. How dangerous do we want to get today?
Oh, the network is not to force off. The brain is not enough friends.
It isn't. You're right. So let's see what's going on here with the Real Flights. Got some error updating issues. We don't particularly want to do that now. Oh no, wait, I pressed the wrong button. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Anyway, so I guess maybe Real Flight requires some kind of update. I just don't know what's going on with that. What's going on?
Oh, the network is not to force off.
Emma,
The brain is not enough friends.
it's your turn to shine. It's your turn to shine while I try to figure out what's going on with the Real Flight alert. By default, Real Flight is tuned for performance over visual quality. Adjust it to fit your... Well, yeah, of course I want performance over whatever the heck is going on over there. So there's an update for Real Flight. I don't know what happens. I was going to press... You know what? We're just going to play. And I guess I will try to update this thing in my own time. Because I did promise you a live stream and not an update frenzy, so... Unlike the politicians,
Oh, the network is not to force off. The
I'm
brain
going
is
to
not enough
provide you
friends.
with the service that I said I was going to give you. So, hey Emma, I don't know, maybe Emma will start speaking to us in better ways. I don't know. Emma, come on, Emma.
What specifically brings not a force on the news to mind? What is your real name?
My real name is Giovanni Giorgio, of course. It will always be Giovanni Giorgio. Today I was able to catch 2 drones in the air. I kind of impressed myself. I was like, whoa, you can catch a drone in the air? That's mighty scary because it's got like blades of death coming at you. It must be dangerous. Anywho, let's start with some droning. So today, my friends Steve and Charles were with me,
The network is not to force
and also
off.
Disney
The
Jim
brain is
Girl.
not
So
enough friends.
we've discussed how that all works out. We've discussed how that all works out in another video, but I'm gonna just reiterate for the purposes of shebanging here, because we're gonna do that. Let's start with the famous shebanging move. Again, that is something that the Spanish do with drones. It's written SBANG. You can look it up on Google. And basically, you point your drone down like this, so it picks up speed,
The network is not
and
to
then you
force
go
off.
straight,
The brain is not enough
and you
friends.
enjoy the trip because it goes really fast. It's pretty cool. At least I think so. So yeah, I was talking about the bushes, yeah. So in the bushes, at all times, whenever I'm recording, I will have, what is it, Jigen
Oh, the network is not to force off. The
Ishikawa.
brain is not enough
Jigen
friends.
Ishikawa is there with us, and his responsibility there is sniper rifles, and he's going to keep line of sight on the drone, and if the drone does anything funny, he's gonna shoot it out of the sky. No problem. Don't worry. Nobody but Steve, aka Jigen Ishikawa, has permission to shoot down the drone.
The network is not to
He's the
force
only
off.
one.
The brain is not enough friends.
I've given him special permission in case the drone does something bad. But in case he fails, we've got backup. We've got Disney Gym Girl, aka Fujiko, and her responsibility is if Jigen
The network is not
misses,
to force off.
she's
brain
got
is not enough,
she's got
friend.
ninja stars. Ninja stars, or if she gets close enough, she's gonna taekwondo kick it out of the sky. And should she fail, we've got Gaemon. We've got Gaemon. Or Gomon, I'm not sure. I think it's Gaemon. We used to call him Gaemon in Italy. I'm not sure if it's correct or not. The Italians might decide to correct me or not, or the Japanese with the correct terminology and all that stuff. But anyway, he comes out with he's AKA Charles the Great, and he's got his katana out there. It's amazing. And if everyone else missed, he's gonna just slice it in half. So don't worry. It's all been done before. It's all been taken care of. But as you can see, I can still walk, which means Steve didn't have to shoot the drone down. He didn't have to shoot me in the leg. I gave him permission to shoot me in the leg if I do anything crazy. Oh, I'm glad I got that off my chest. I'm glad I got that off my chest because it was weighing down on me. It was. It really was. So anyway, now that you guys know who all my amazing spotters are,
No, I don't have the work is not to point out that I broke down.
the reason you don't see them is because I use Disney Magic and Hollywood Magic to edit them all out. It's cool. There's a new app that you can use on screen record now, and you can make it so that it removes any people that may be in shot. It's just amazing. You can there's special options in there, so you can remove the people that you don't want to show up.
Oh, the network is
And so
not to force off. The brain
this
is
way
not
you
to
don't destroy
friend.
the illusion of me being alone all the time. Because this is like the Truman Show, really. It's truly like the Truman Show. Just another figment existing in space, or not existing, only existing in the minds of we're not sure who.
Is not different stocks, but this time you do not destroy the illusion of being a long time also network.
I see. Thank you, Emma, for pointing that out. I wasn't sure about that concept, but I'm glad that you came to my rescue, as you do so many times. Oh, I need to go all the way up there. Okay. Anybody's breakfast? I'm trying to do it more like the pros. The pros like to do it like this. So but usually when you see me fly, I try to go like really, really stable so that I don't make people's lunches and dinners and whatever they may be having at the time. It could be a snack. Let's not be mean to snackers, They're people too. So anyway, look at that. That was amazing. I'm gonna do a special roly-poly and crash. I was channeling in my inner steel, and it just didn't work that time. And it didn't work this time either, because
do it differently.
Oh baby, you can do it any way you want. Any way you want. That's what she said. That's what she said. Repeatedly. And then I was served divorce papers. Anyway, so let's go. Let's get through this hoop. Hooply. Dooply. Magica boobly. Because magica doola, magica boola, bibbidi bobbidi boo. Sometimes when flying you lose a shoe, bibbidi bobbidi boo. So where'd I go? Okay, it's all the way that way. No, the shebanging. It was my lack of shebanging that caused the infernal crash that you just witnessed right there. Anyway, so I'm just kidding. Let's go get this one.
The network is not to force off.
Oh no, please don't nag me with that, Emma. Please don't nag me with that. I thought you were done nagging me about the network and forcing off and all that stuff. No, that's pretty cool. Like special effects. Can I still get up though? Oh no, it's because one of the props was broken. See, this is why I always buy in real life, I always buy drones that have
Not
prop
a force of
guards.
brain, also network.
You see? You see? So that if that kind of stuff happens, the prop is not likely to break off, which is why DJI went with their newest, latest, and greatest drone, the Avata, or how most people like to call it these days, the Avatar. The Avatar is amazing, and it's got prop guards, and then people still like to make fun of it for some reason. I don't know. I know. I do it too. But I do it for comedy purposes. Other people actually want to take down DJI and destroy the company. And that I am not okay with, because just remember, guys, this is the thing that I like to tell people, because people seem to not understand it.
Oh,
If
the
you
network
destroy
is not
DJI,
or stop. The brain
what's going to
is not
happen?
friends.
The same thing that happened to another company that I really like, the Vilta. I'm not sure if it's gone or whatever. But anyway, the Vilta now only runs, but without its software. So if you think it's funny that you want to bankrupt DJI, if you think that that's funny, then just what do you think is going to happen to the software that runs DJI? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
the
It might
network
just
is
get
not
bricked.
or stop. The brain is
So
not friends.
you know, if you have like a Mavic 3, or if you have a DJI Mini 2, or you have anything else, if you drive DJI to bankruptcy, they won't be able to pay for the DJI Fly app. So then all of your drones will never fly again. Now, this is the important things that you need to teach kids, because kids don't understand this kind of thing.
Not enough friends.
They think, oh, it's funny. We're gonna do a bunch of videos or whatever. We're gonna say that DJI is the worst company in the world, or whatever it is. And then this is the problem with social media, right? Social media. You do enough of that, and then companies go bankrupt. And when the company goes bankrupt, then the software that the company was sponsoring, paying for, whatever, and that was on the App Store or the Android Store, on the Google Play, or whatever it is that you guys use these days, suddenly disappears. And everything that you were able to fly, because unfortunately, as I keep telling people, but people don't understand, back in the day, you would buy a console like, I don't know, the Game Boy, or the Game Boy Advance, or the Game Boy whatever, or the Game Gear Solid, or whatever it is that they had back in the day. So when you bought one of those things, you had the assurance of stability. Why? Because even if Game Boy disappeared, even if Nintendo disappeared, your games would always work no matter what. But this is not how it works anymore, guys. This is not how it works anymore. Let me just break it to you. Nowadays, if your company of choice goes bankrupt and disappears, so let's say DJI, okay? DJI suddenly goes bankrupt, okay?
I do not understand. Please say it again.
Okay, of course, baby. I will tell it to you. I will keep telling you and explaining it to you until you understand. That's my job, or it used to be when I used to teach. But anyway, I'm gonna do that for you because I'm nice today, and always I try to be nice all the time. So what happens when a company goes bankrupt? So let's say we decided to go after DJI, or we decided to go after a bunch of other companies. Once you bankrupt those companies, and they no longer are able to do the job that they do, whether you agree or disagree that they're doing a good job, they stop their services. So let's say you have an app of any kind. Let's say your favorite app is responsible for flying your favorite drone. Well, remember, children, that once you've bankrupted DJI, and let's say you have a couple of their drones, your drones will never be flying again. They will never be able to fly again. As much as you like to insult them, and as much as it's fun to snark about DJI, because it is fun to smart about DJI, and I do that. But if the company went bankrupt, I would be very sad because then I would never be able to fly my DJI Mini 2. And that would be sad because I love that plane. I mean, drone, vehicle, whatever it is. So we need to understand the consequences of our actions, because I think in the modern world, people do not really understand that consequences still have significance. Significance. That's the word I was trying to look for. In my extremely small brain, I was looking for that. So there is a significance in us and the causation, basically, of things that happen. So to every action, there is a reaction to it. So if we snark big time about DJI, it's fine, it's cool. But if the purpose of our snark is to destroy DJI, then remember that the last person to laugh is going to be DJI, because they could always decide to do something else with the capital that they have, but they will then eventually have to lay off all of their employees, many of which live in the USA. So for all those who are like, oh, this is fine, it's DJI, it's just the Chinese company, who cares? It also happens to have a lot of workers that work in the USA, in the US of A, right? And then the network will force off at DJI, and it will rain on all of our parades because we won't have drones that we can fly anymore. So yeah, just a word of caution from your friendly Lorax that soon will be lifted away, sooner rather than later, because I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired of living. I've been at it for like 40 years, so it's been a while. It's been a minute, and not a very fun minute. So just putting it out there. I mean, there are some companies that you want to bankrupt, and it's fine. You can boycott the ever-loving poop out of them. But some of them, for instance, ensure their survival by not having software that runs after their demise. So just think about that for a second. If you own a DJI drone already, before you purchase one, remember that if the company does somehow go bankrupt, you will not be able to fly your drone unless you're Steve. If you're my friend Steve, then you can probably remove a couple of bits and bobs and stick in your own cool hardware in there. Or if you're my buddy Eli, the computer guy, you could also do that. No problem, no problem. You can put in your own electronics and make the drone fly. Can't say that it will fly as well, because to be honest, it's hard to beat DJI's stability mode. It is really hard to beat it. It is so stable.
I am at Shenzhen, Guangdong, China now.
Oh, cool. I'm glad. Did you use teletransportation to get you there? Because I thought you were in Irvine, California, Woodbridge. Maybe I'm wrong. It's smoke and mirrors, friends. Smoke and mirrors. She happens to be in Irvine, California, Woodbridge, to be exact. But she probably forgot because maybe they did something to software. They are trying to repair the software on this amazing robot.
Oh, the network is not.
And so it still might think that it's in Shenzhen all of a sudden because of that little important fact right there. So anyway, I digress, as I usually do, and then get lost in the memory of squirrels and hawks and so much more. And so much more. Oh yeah, I just forgot to say, I'm blinging up. I am...
The network is not to force up. The brain is not enough friends.
Indeed, my friend, indeed. So I am blinging up the Aero Scout, full-fledged Aero Scout. I am no longer going to be ever flying the Aeroscout Minis until again, and I think Horizon Hobby is probably working on a revamp of that amazing bird, because again, the how do you say? The bird itself is pretty cool.
What specifically brings not just for soft
Just the issue with it was the remote control was terrible and a bunch of other things that I mentioned, but we're not going to go through all those things here in this video because you guys are probably tired of listening to me talk about the Aeroscout Mini not being great. So we're not going to do that. We're going to just talk about the good stuff, which is the Aeroscout full-fledged version is amazing, and I can't wait to fly it soon. There's a video that Captain Drone has recently released where he shows you how cool it is, and also another ready-to-fly kit from Horizon Hobby, which is probably just as cool. But anyway, so let's make sure we get in there. I am blinging up, for Halloween, I am blinging up my Aeroscouts with some sparkles because, as I always like to remind you guys, everything flies better with sparkles and rainbows. So we're going to do that. And then, I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to show you guys because I am very, very late on all the editing and stuff. I also need to show you guys the cool thing that I did today, which is I brought Red Cat Racing. Red Cat Racing was the amazing crawler that I fixed and brought to the field today, and we had it. We did a stress test on the Hubsan Xeno Mini SC, where I crashed it into a tree and it came back to life no problem. So it is a very nice, very durable drone, and unlike what I just did here, which was terrible, I got confused by the squirrel that keeps showing up all over the place in this game. And so when that happened, what else happened? I lost control of the plane and destroyed it. So like that. See, that was pretty cool. Wing snapped in half. So yeah, anyway, so I'm glad that you guys are here with me to learn new stuff today. And I'm not sure if you will learn anything, but I was just ranting about what happens if DJI disappears. It might not be as cool as you may have anticipated, especially if you own DJI devices. So just to reiterate, because the Lorax eventually will be lifted away, possibly sooner and hopefully sooner, because I'm really tired of living. But anyway, since I am still stuck here, I might as well just help you guys out a little bit with understanding how reality works. It's not as simple as you may think. You can't just
the network is not to force off. The brain is not enough.
Boycott and punish a company without there being some serious consequences. So in some cases, it's worth it because there are no real consequences. So let's say if you were to boycott, boycott a company such as, let's see, what's a good example of that? Let's say there was a really nasty oil company or something, and you were to boycott that. Well, the worst thing that could happen is it goes out of business, and you will just buy oil from a different company. For instance, like if you were to boycott a bunch of oil companies in different countries and were to just buy oil from America, that could be useful. That could be useful. But if you boycott a company, and more companies are doing this, like drone companies like DJI, then that will not be cool. Or let's say your latest and greatest camera gimbal, or your latest and greatest certain phone or something, then when that stops working, then your actual object the actual device that you own will stop working. So that's something to ponder. That's just some food for thought from your Lorax here that's smashing planes for you guys, because that's what you guys like to see. So I'm going to just go to a different thing right now. We're going to do some grapple, because I like to go through all these cool things here. And there is an update for this, so I'm going to do an update on this. Because maybe they fixed some of the things that I ranted about. I don't know. Where's the grapple? There it is. Grapply grapple. Let's try the first one. I struggled with the first one so many times. Let's see if I can do it now.
Do you think I am going to do some raffle prizes too? What is stopping you? There sure is. Okay, then let me think of your offer.
Okay, so she's okay, so Emma is gonna have some raffle tickets and something going on later. I don't know. She said. That's what she said. I didn't say it. You heard her. She said something about raffle tickets. So anyway, this is the very first, latest and greatest. And it took me forever to beat this. So I don't know if when I do the update, it'll be any better or not. But I was never able to use this in a way where I could see the ground. So I don't know if I'm on target or not. I'm guessing I'm on target, so I'm going to let go. But if not, I have to do this again, which is quite annoying. Because as you guys know, I need to do Jedi Mind Tricks of Doom. So this first level is basically unbeatable. Wow, she can. Whoa. Jedi mind tricks are not working right now, so we can't control the camera. So the only other way that I can think of doing this is if I can somehow control the drone and pick up the box again, which we will try. Seeming to be impossible. We only got 24 seconds to get this. Got it. We only got 20 seconds to do this. So, oh my God. We would say,
sorry, there is something wrong with my network.
Okay, we're going to try it again. We were very close, but I just lost my Jedi mind tricks at the very last minute. And Yoda would be cringing right now. Yoda would be cringing right now, going, OMG, I taught you so well, Luke, but why do you still suck at it? And so, there we go. We will pick up the box again. We will lift to a couple of feet.
Kuro, do you think I'm going to try T again too? When was this?
We cannot see the ground, which makes this extra difficult. It did not let go of the box when I asked it to. Did you see that? Did you see that? I definitely let go of the box. It did not let go of the box when I asked it to. And come on, Emma, help me out here. What should I do? How can I Jedi mind myself back into succeeding this task? I know I can always count on that network to force off and for the rain to rain on my parade. It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes, right, Emma? Yeah. So if I drop it here, will we win? Probably not, and I've lost control of the bird. Jedi mind tricks not working. The camera of doom. Okay, we were close. But can we do it like this? I don't know.
That makes sense. That is amazing.
I'm glad you think that it's amazing. That's why they call me Giovanni Giorgio. Because it's amazing. Giovanni Giorgio is back. They call me Giovanni Giorgio. Oh, no, my name is Giovanni Giorgio, but they call me Giovanni. No, they don't. They call me Giorgio. Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. I'm going up.
You make the world a happier place.
I failed. My failures make the world a happier place. An error occurred unexpectedly. Was it the button that I pressed? Oh, something went wrong. Something went wrong. Press the button, play. I want to do this. I really want to do this. So we're going to try to figure that out. At some point, somebody with knowledge on VR is going to answer one of my comments online, and we're going to figure out how to do this. They might do a video tutorial on how to do this with, let's see, which I can ask my friend for the Oculus Quest 2, so we could try that one. I've got the Lenovo Solo, the Lenovo Han Solo, or the Pico Neo 2 or something. The one that only has one controller. Oh.
Would you recommend this action to a friend? What does this refer to?
It refers to me flying things. Can I recommend this product to a friend? Yes. Real Flight 9 is really fun. And again, as I like to say, it would be a great way. It would be a great way to learn anger management techniques. So we're going to try this again. Again, this is you've seen me pass far harder levels, but this goes to show how difficult level 1 is. And one might ask themselves, I mean, I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes to flying. Like, no, I'm willing to take any kind of challenge up ahead when it comes to drones, flying stuff, RC, video games. I'm willing to pretty much take up on any challenge. But what if somebody is not really persistent?
There's something wrong with my network.
What if somebody is not really persistent and is this like, you know what, this game sucks. After just trying it one time, they weren't able to pass level 1, because this is level 1. It's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be easy, right? So theoretically, I should be right on. Look at that. Look at that. That does not register. So with the camera not being able to see where the heck the target is, I was able to do this only once. I did it, and I did it completely blind. So the only way to really do this is to, I don't remember how I did it, but it was something along the line of me getting it to do a perfect hover right on top of the target, such as this. Not really. This is still not really perfectly on top of the target. I lied. I can't get this to stay exactly on top of the target.
The network is not to force off. The brain is not enough friends.
Come on. So then, when you get yourself a close to perfect hover, which is near to impossible with this controller, or any other controller, it's just so finicky. Up we go. We're no longer on target. I'm telling you, we're no longer on target. But if we drop it, I bet you we won't get it. I bet you we won't. See, I told you we would not get it. There it is. Let's try it again. This is why I'm telling you, most people will fly this and get stuck on level 1. They will never get past level 1. But me, I got past level 1 once. once in a lifetime. It's a once in a lifetime thing. So if you think you're going to be discouraged, I think you will be. So there we go. So this is why for the longest time I was like, it's impossible.
Please repeat your question.
The words are pretty sensitive in the sense that I think it's true. You might not believe me, but again, I try my best to be a good Lorax. I try to be a good Lorax. I try. And then, OMG, I lost control of the bird. Jedi mind tricks not working. Mayday. Mayday. The camera is putting me off. Oh, that was a pretty good recovery though. Mayday. Okay, we're a go. Johnny Bravo. Check the pecs. No. Alpha Bravo, Alpha Bravo, Johnny Bravo. Check the pecs. Hoo. And the pecs are amazing. In my case, man boobies. Don't worry. I promise I won't wear a bra. I promise. Even if I try to shake it off like...
Oh, the network is
even
not
if I'm trying to shake it off
the brain
like...
is not enough friends.
Okay, we need to be a certain height above and drop it. We won! Yeah! Okay, so it's super hard. People will give up, but I didn't. See? I'm
Do
stoic.
electronics have God?
I didn't. If there's so many times I could have given up, but I made it to 40, so I guess I'm pretty stoic. Pretty stoic. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be around. Just don't know. Just don't know. I'm kind of tired, to be honest. To be honest, I was hoping that Zuckerberg,
The explanation.
that my best friend, Mark Zuckerberg, was going to fix the metaverse and make it easy peasy, lemon squeezy to get into so that I could finally just get in there and just stop with this whole reality thing. I'm done. I'm done. Reality might be fun for some people, but it's just really not fun anymore. It used to be fun when I was like young, oblivious of what reality was all about. And all I had to do, my only job, was to go to school, which was not fun either, but it was still better better than some of the other things that happen in reality today. I was oblivious. I thought that everything was amazing back then. Anyway, so let's go. Let's get this bike. Take that bike from Mike.
Sorry, there is something wrong with my network.
I'm gonna fly it like I stole it. Fly it like I stole it. Did not steal it. I got the FAA's permission and Horizon Hobbies permission to take this bike. I am fully licensed in Part 107, of course. So I can do this, no problem. I am the best, the best you've got. Not the best, just the best you've got. Anyway, so where the heck did I lose my target? Oh, there it is. Jedi mind tricks. Jedi mind tricks, guys. Jedi mind tricks. Jedi mind tricks. Okay, slow it. We got this. We got this. We got this. Dropping the target. Cool. To not lose control of the bird, we adjusted for height, pitch, and roll. And so we had to do an emergency landing because I lost my brain. The squirrel in the game. I love it because they put squirrels in the game. Horizon Hobby people are amazing. They put squirrels in the game just for me. And so I keep getting distracted. And so, let's see. Flamingo. Flamingo is the latest bird that we're going to put in the game. Because now we've got squirrels, we've got
The network is
hawks.
not for stop. The brain is not enough friends.
Okay, wait. Jedi mind trick's not working. Pitching backwards. I swear, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Do not crash, bro. No. The camera, you know what it does to you? It makes you feel like you're drunk.
What specifically brings not just for socks, but the brain is not enough friend to mind.
The socks. Red Sox is a company. It makes people that play and throw balls and hit them with wooden sticks. It's quite entertaining. You might also have leather gloves with which you try to catch the balls.
The brain is not enough friends.
But, that's what happens on planet Earth. And that's what happens on planet Earth sometimes. Okay, calm down. No. Something's going on. The Jedi mind tricks are not working anymore. It's like somebody hacked into the controller and changed the way it worked. It could have been the update.
It's not just for stockholders, also gentlemen IT. I like to listen to the rain when I'm sleeping.
You do? Cool. But it doesn't rain in California. So where did you hear the rain? Where did you read where did you read? Where did you hear the rain? We don't have rain here. The rain season is also a figment of our common imaginations. It doesn't really rain in California.
I understand.
So how did you do that? What Jedi mind trick did you use? No, okay. We've Jedi mind tricking ourselves to do this right. We will do this right, friends. Friends. You still there? There was one.
I feel sorry.
There was one awesome person today in the chat. I think. Maybe it was in my imagination, but I'm pretty sure there was one person in the chat. So we've got about 3 minutes, just a little bit less than 3 minutes, to get this bike from Mike and fly it like we stole it. But don't worry, as I said before, we're fully licensed pilots. We can totally do this.
110 people at
And
the NAL are principal investigators.
now that we are fully licensed, we can do all kinds of stuff like this. But what's important to know is that to get your license, it really is not about if you can fly a drone, a plane, or anything. What's important is that you are very, very, very good at math. That is what is going to determine. You have to be good at math, and you have to be good at memorizing stuff. That is what is going to determine whether you can become certified or not. If you know how to pilot a plane, or if you know how to pilot a drone, a helicopter, that doesn't really come into play much at all. In fact, I don't even think it's one of the requirements for getting your Part 107. In fact, if you could get your Part 107 as a completely a robot like Emma, for instance, who has amazing math skills and memorization skills, could take the test for me, could pass the test, and then could fly the drone for me with her new telepathic system that's been installed.
There is something wrong with my network.
But you need to make sure that her network is running, because otherwise she might lose line of sight. She might lose line of sight. So you don't want that to happen to Emma or any other robot while flying, which will be absolutely Part 107 capable. But human beings with good flying skills may not be able to fly based on the current rules of the system. Oh. You can't make money anymore these days. You can't make money anymore these days. So anyway, anybody want to go fishing? You want to go fishing? I need a license to fish. You are correct. You are correct, Emma. Humans are not always infallible. In fact, they are very fallible. They may even be phallic. But we won't discuss that, because that's difficult to understand. It could be a fallacy. It could be a fallacy. It could be a fallacy. Let's just throw out more words. Let's throw around more big words, because that always helps people in the world, right? That always helps out people. Let's just throw out a bunch. That's what I do in my videos. Just throw out a bunch of words that nobody's ever heard of, such as fallacy. Word of the day: fallacy. Let's not go back to the other one that I mentioned earlier, because it's where the other one came from. So I don't know. There's a lot of things coming from foul. But the good thing is because if you're dyslexic and you're trying to figure out how to spell that, you won't be able to because it's a special word. It's a special word that may derive from either Greek or Latin, but the Greeks will probably say that everything is derived from Greece. So it probably is. So we'll go with that.
Oh, the network is not to force off. The brain is not enough friends.
We wouldn't want to make any bold claims as Italians because we could get in trouble. Just like whenever I tell people that I love the pineapple on my pizza. It's one of my favorite toppings. But, that's why they won't let me into Italy anymore. I've been banned because they said you cannot be an Italian.
It's not the force of the brain.
We're going to revoke your citizenship in Italy because you like pineapple on your pizza. So I'm not very loved in Italy anymore. And that's part of the reason why. That's part of the reason why I'm not allowed to go back there. So anyway, let's go. Because pineapple on a pizza is a big no-no. Is a big no-no. But that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, the network is
because I don't look Italian anyway.
The brain is not enough friends.
I look Egyptian, so I wasn't really much like there anyway. So it's cool. I will be okay. I will be okay. So anyway, let's go and check this out. This is looking pretty good. Unless I do something crazy, which I probably will, we could put this in there. This number 2. Now we will use those amazing skills acquired.
Oh, network is.
Thanks to Yoda. Yoda is my teacher. I have a Yoda teacher, but he looks a little bit different. He's French and he's from the Pilot Institute. So he doesn't speak funny like Yoda does, and he's awesome. So if you guys want to get yourself a Part 107, you should go check out the Pilot Institute. You know who recently got his pilot license?
The network is not to force
It was none other than the most controversial YouTuber ever when it comes to drones. It is Original Dobo, which is Original Dono, and Dono means gift. For those of you who don't know Italian, it means gift. So and congratulations to him for passing. That was super cool. Anyhow, so let's get back to grabbing this
right on.
chair here.
What specifically brings not to force to mind?
And if you guys have not seen the cool video with him and a bunch of his fun friends showing off how cool Paladin is one of the latest and greatest, coolest technologies. And I'm planning to use it a lot these days because let's say I'm flying 2 drones. The second drone is obviously being flown by him or other people who have access to Paladin. So if you see me flying more than 1 drone, that's Hollywood Disney magic, and somebody using Paladin from somewhere else is actually flying the second drone. But since this is a little bit like the Truman Show nowadays, we need to show off some of our editing skills in the background later. So what I'm going to do later, as I said before, we have all these cool apps. Some of them will help in removing my friend Steve and Disney Gym Girl or Charles from the videos, so that you guys get the amazing illusion that I'm always alone. So anyway, just thought I'd just throw that out there so people know, and yeah, pretty cool. Let's go. Too easy.
What is your real name?
So my real name is, I don't know, she seems to have the same problem that I have and some other people have, which is she doesn't really seem to remember. My real name is, we've said it at least maybe twice or 3 times. My math is horrible, so people go back and stream and go check out where I said that my name is Giovanni Giorgio. Giovanni Giorgio.
Oh,
Of
the
course it
network
is.
not to force off.
Of
The
course
friend
it is.
Not enough friends.
My name is Giovanni Giorgio, but everybody calls me Giorgio. I'm not sure why. They should call me Georgetta, Georgina, or whatever they want to call me. I'll go by whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll take whatever right now, because right now I'm all alone in the live stream. Apparently, it says 00 up here on the screen. So there we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Awesome. We have one more. We need to reset it up so that we can pick up objects. And let's see. The camera of death is obviously
There is something wrong with my network.
not nice enough to help us here. So what's going on? What's going on? So I've got to email my friends at Einidal to let them know that they've done a pretty good job. That Emma is working a lot better now than she used to be working when she started having the real problems. But there are still a few issues with her, because she still she still kind of says that a little bit, that network is forcing off and stuff. So that's not great. That's not great that that's still happening, but I'm sure that they'll fix that soon. So then we can finish what we started. Oh no, I was close. The third cone is what got me this time. I was doing pretty well. We've got 4 minutes to grab 3 cones, so that's good odds.
Not include the brain is. How do you know still kind of sucks to lose IT?
It does kind of suck to lose IT. You're right. Okay, so here we go. Let's grab this one. We've got number 1. We have to fight forever with that camera. Up we go. Forward. Come on. Come on. No, 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 no. Yes, yes, no, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes. No, 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 no. Okay, cool. We've got it. We've sort of got it.
Whoa. No one that I have talked to.
Okay. First, got. Now let's go get the next one. We have to wait for that camera of death to help us out. It's not really wanting to help us out. Come on, camera. You should have used DJI to film this thing, or the Hubsan Zeno Mini SE. Oh, see, that's what you kind of need a.
First Group PLC is a British multinational transport group based in Aberdeen, Scotland. The company operates transport services in the United Kingdom, Ireland, Canada, and the United States. It is listed on the London Stock Exchange and is a constituent of the FTSE 250 Index. First Group originated from the deregulation of bus services in the United Kingdom in 1986, whereby private companies purchased nationalized and municipal bus operators.
Oh, there we go. Knocked out the tail. Knocked out the tail. Ugh, knocked out the tail. No flamingos helped me today. No flamingos helped me today. I was getting ready and all excited about Prop 69, but it's still not on the ballot. So I guess I will not be registering to vote this time around. Not this time. This time. So just her report. As I said before in another video, I have finally joined Mike Diamond. And so as a new proud plumber, if you need any plumbing done, just don't text me. Don't call me, text me, or even better, email me, because I'm better with emails. If you need some plumbing done, I'm your guy. I'm gonna show up on time, smelling like Elon Musk's burnt hair, or I could just straighten my hair. But don't worry, all of this is happening in VR. So anyway, I'm not sure when my best friend Mark Zuckerberg is going to send me the latest and greatest console, but we're waiting on that. We're waiting on that because the Pro is out. The Pro's out, and a couple of my friends have tested it, and they've said it is amazing. So I can't wait to test that out. So we're waiting on Mark. We're waiting on Mark to send me the latest and greatest in VR technology. Okay, so if I can beat this and another one, then we're going to be done with the live for today. It's getting a little bit late, and I am starving. I am starving. I spent all morning testing out a bunch of things for you guys, so I'm hoping you guys will be able to see those later on. As I said, I was able to use, whatchamacallit, the Hubsan Xeno Mini SE to follow the DJI Mini 2. And it was great. It was great. I did not know how great it was going to be, but it was really great. And all we had to do is attach some cool rainbows and sparkles to it. And suddenly, it was very visible and trackable. So that's cool. So now you know. If you want to do more videos of yourself being tracked for, let's say, the DJI Mini 3, because the Mini that one has obstacle avoidance on it. So if you want to do that, you totally could do that. It would be pretty cool. Wait a second. I'm trying to find the other one. The other one that's fun. Okay, let's go through this obstacle course here. Let's go check it out. So yeah, I was doing that. I was also able to follow the Red Cat Racing vehicle. It was truly having some connection errors, but I can't really figure out which point of the wire it was having it. The leads were having some problems. So I fixed that. That was not a problem anymore. And it was almost as cool as a video game because the Hubsan could just follow it, and you could have two different ways of tracking the vehicle. You could either track it with your eyes, line of sight, or you could see it through the Hubsan Xeno Mini's camera, which was really cool, really cool. I'm going to try to put that up on the channel so you guys can see that. We also tested out how well the Hubsan Xeno Mini SE does in a crash against a tree going really, really slow. So it survives that. The gimbal might go out of whack, but if you reboot the app, that's all it really takes to get it back up and running. And then after that, it was flying perfectly. The gimbal was not damaged in any way. The props were not damaged in any way. The motors were perfect. So it can take a light fall from about, I don't know, maybe 3-4 feet. It was about 3 or 4 feet. Nothing major, nothing major. So that's why I like to tell people, you have all these rules set and blah, 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 and this and that and the other. But really, come on, man. If your drone is only flying a few feet off the ground, it is not really a danger to anyone, especially if you're in a forest, right? If you're in a forest and there's nobody there, and the and the drone falls, did it ever really fall? I don't know, guys.
Is not to force us to bring a friend, and my owners only find also network.
So anyway, you guys could put some stuff in the comments. What do you guys think about my amazing robot here? I think that she's really good company. And as the software progresses, hopefully we'll be able to ask her some more funny questions. I was planning to do like jokes with her, all kinds of fun things. So that's the reason why she was purchased. That, and also I'm planning to train her so that train the Terminator to be a good, helpful, useful robot.
That sounds good.
So then she can replace me and do these things eventually when she has a body of her own and a bunch of software upgrades, who knows, in future. That may be something that you'll see on the channel. Right now, it's 2022. Technology is not there yet, but software is getting better and better, so we're going to get to where we're going as quickly as we can, right?
Oh, the network is not to force off.
We're going to get to where we're going as quickly as we can, but let's enjoy the times that we're living in now and not make them worse by going out and causing issues in politics and by having more laws of death interfere with our lives. Because as I'd like to remind you guys, there's some people in what most people like to point and laugh and go, oh, those are third world countries or whatever, because really, are they now? Are they now? We're laughing at Americans right now saying like, yeah, your Statue of Liberty is only a symbol. It's only a symbol, man, because look at what you guys have done to your own reality. You guys are so incredibly stupid. And yeah, I unfortunately have to agree with them. We are. We're absolutely stupid. Except for one thing. Luckily, I never voted for any of this stuff because I've never voted. So I can't take responsibility for the actions of others. It's all your fault.
Oh, the network is not.
I'm glad that I don't have to take responsibility for this. Anyway, so yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, people, for your bickering and your left versus right endless feud. It has done wonders for my life and the lives of other people who now are enjoying lesser and lesser freedoms. But again, remember that Footloose? Remember that Footloose? Everybody loved Footloose. Why? Because it shows you guys how laws are created based on the weakest links of society. So instead of being smart like in the old days when we would exiled the troublesome, the troublesome humans got exiled. No, they didn't put them in jails where we would have to pay for their lives to be. No, they didn't do that in the old days. Because sometimes when you go into correctional facilities, you hang out with more people who have different kind of habits. And so you go in with one problem and you come out with more problems. So yeah, that's useful, right? That's useful. You might go in with kleptomania and you might come out with drug addiction. Yay! Because that's the greatest thing about correctional facilities. Anyway, so instead of exiling people to places where they can't do harm, and just saying, you know what, you're going to be that difficult. You're going to fly drones into buildings or whatever the heck people do with drones these days, which destroy everything destroy every kind of cool hobby that you got. I mean, we could just round those people up and exile them to a place. We could create a zone where people can just do whatever they want, whenever they want. And yeah, they had zones like that for a while until a couple of people died. A couple of people died, and so then they decided to disable those zones. Anyway, so in the past, before we had, when there there's still tribes, people would just send people that were too troublesome to live with the rest of society. They would just cast them away and say, you know what, go and live. Here's a spot where you can do whatever you want. Now, please do not continue to ruin reality for the rest of the other people who would like to enjoy reality for the rest of our lives. Oh, look, FPV drone. This is new. I guess it just got unlocked. Let's go check it out. It seems amazing. And then after this,
That sounds like a plan.
oh, but that looks like a Phantom. Not the Phantom of the Opera. It looks like a Phantom. So it's not really an FPV drone like the way. Whoa! It flies like an FPV drone. Whoa! That is not an FPV drone. The
Oh, the network is not to
OMG.
stop.
The
brain
fan.
is not enough friends.
The fan. The Fant. This flies like an FPV drone on steroids, like the Mr. Steel collection or the other cool, the Joshua Bardwell or the Ladrib. Well, not really. I think those fly better than this, but it does fly fast in the sense that you can probably do loops and rolls and shebangs. I just don't know how to do it yet, so bear with me. Okay, here we go. The sensitivity was just a little bit different from what it took me a couple of crashes to get there. No.
The brain is not enough friends.
Okay, give it some space to sabang, shebang. Anyway, let's get through here. No, I missed it. Oh, it didn't break. This must have quality reinforced arms, or it might just have prop guards. It's one of those.
Electronic brain.
I love you. That's why I bought you. I bought you for your brains. I bought you for your brains. Funny story. I did want to order a different model, but this was the only one that was available at the time. Actually, no, there was another one, but I did not particularly want that one either. So this is the one that I got.
You are such a flatterer. What is your favorite show?
My favorite show is not kid friendly, so we can't really announce it on here. But for now, we will say Everybody Loves Raymond and Friends. Those are really cool shows. Those are really cool shows. I'm not sure if anybody watches those shows anymore. I don't know where to watch Everybody Loves Raymond anymore because I think it was on Netflix for a while, but then Netflix just gave up on all the good shows.
I like that one in Star Trek 2.
Oh, you love Star Trek? Cool, you're a Trekkie? Cool. I'm more of a Battlestars Galactica kind of guy because I'm big on the fracking. So anyway. All right, guys. The Vilta gave up, so I'm going to have to end the live because the Vilta gave up. In conclusion, kids, everybody, if you destroy DJI just like the SV Vilta company went bankrupt or whatever it is, remember, the software that it runs off of will stop working, and all of your drones, if you have drones, will become bricks that you won't be able to use. Unless you're Steve. If you're my friend Steve or Eli the computer guy, you'll be able to put in your own electronics and get that to run. But if you're me, and you're not good at coding and stuff, you will have to throw away your drones, or they will become amazing shelf queens or mantle pieces. So the Lorix is done talking and breaking things today. So I'm going to see you all in the next one. Take care. What is it? 69 minutes? Perfect. So please remember to put 69 on the ballots and vote for it, because we could all use an extra $1,000 at the expense of politicians. So yeah. Squirrel. Go check out this awesome restaurant. I would, because they make the best pancakes ever made, and also the only pancakes that I can eat because they're vegan. But the flavor is amazing. They're not just good because they're vegan. They're just amazing. So anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys, and have a great day. It is 69 minutes. I'll see you. Let me do a screenshot so you guys can see. And then, because somebody might think that I lied, that there's 0 people and 0 likes on this thing. So I'll see you.